Dime algo en español. Most people freeze right there, not because they haven't studied, but because they've been studying the wrong way. Babbel and Pimsleur are two of the top-rated Spanish apps out there, and they couldn't be more different. I've spent months inside both, so here's which one is truly right for you. All right, think about your goals. What do you see yourself doing with Spanish? Getting around on vacation, using it on the job, or having casual conversations? To know whether Pimsleur or Babbel is a better fit, you need to understand how you learn and what each app is specifically training you to do. If you're an organized step-by-step type, you'll probably like Babbel. The Spanish course follows a really logical structure, so you're always being challenged at just the right level. Lessons run about 10 to 15 minutes, but they cover a lot of ground in that time. You're moving between listening, speaking, reading, and typing exercises so quickly that the lesson is over before you've had a chance to get bored. Now let's talk grammar. If you're like most people, except for me, that's probably your least favorite part of language learning. At the same time, I personally hate feeling confused by tricky verb endings, so getting a few pointers here and there can go a long way. While I was working through Babbel's Spanish lessons, I barely even noticed the grammar instruction constantly woven in. Instead of doing entire lessons on grammar, I'd be in the middle of a dialogue about booking a hotel and then notice a new verb form I wasn't familiar with. Instantly, a 2-line explanation popped up telling me exactly how it worked in context. That combination of quick tips and natural examples mixed into the lessons made grammar click for me. Here's my honest caveat. Babbel's Spanish course tops out at around the intermediate level. So if you already have some Spanish under your belt, you'll start to reach the ceiling after a few months. But if you're just getting started in Spanish, or you haven't had any real practice since high school, it's the right tool for you. One reason why Babbel is great for beginners is because the software is designed to help you remember everything you're learning. Their spaced repetition system means that words you covered 3 weeks ago come up again right when they're on the verge of slipping from your memory. Babbel lets you choose how you want to review: flashcards, listening, speaking, or typing. I chose to switch it up sometimes, just so I wasn't always doing the same thing on repeat. And I have to say that it worked. I didn't spend extra time reviewing vocab outside of my lessons because Babbel's review work was sufficient. Babbel helps you put in the building blocks of Spanish in place: vocabulary, grammar, listening, reading, and writing. But what about speaking? This is where I think the answer just depends on your current level of Spanish. Their AI conversation tool, Babbel Speak, walks you through structured scenarios step by step, with visual cues and real-time feedback on your pronunciation. What I like about Babbel Speak is that it flags subtle errors that a lot of other speech recognition tools don't recognize. Plus, for anyone who freezes whenever trying to think of a response, Babbel Speak gives you plenty of support to make conversations doable. On the flip side, Babbel doesn't offer any opportunities for freestyle conversation like you'd have with an actual person. You always know more or less what's coming, which is a limitation for advanced learners, but a big benefit for beginners. If you want to try Babbel, I've got a 55% off link in the description down below. So Babbel is built for beginners wanting to build a strong foundation in Spanish. But what if you already know some basic vocab and feel unprepared for keeping up with a fast-paced conversation? Enter Pimsleur. Each session is a 30-minute audio exercise where a moderator walks you through a conversation between native Spanish speakers. You're getting much more extensive listening practice than simply hearing a phrase here and there in isolation. You're essentially developing an ear for real-world Spanish. You're also prompted to answer questions and join in on the conversation throughout the lesson. Unlike Babbel, you don't get a suggested answer you can read aloud. Instead, you're put on the spot with the moderator waiting for you to respond, just like in a real conversation. I won't lie, it's definitely uncomfortable at first, and if it sounds too intimidating, then that might be a sign that you're better off sticking with Babbel to get a little more support up front. But if you're ready for a challenge, or if you're a beginner who wants to start speaking in Spanish as quickly as possible, Pimsleur's focus on speaking and listening is the best way to prepare for conversations. With that said, Pimsleur can be challenging for visual learners. They're an audio-based program, which is great for building strong speaking skills, but could be a struggle if you need to see pictures to help words stick. Still, if you can stick with the Pimsleur method, the results are hard to argue with. While working through Pimsleur Spanish, I found myself going blank when the moderator asked me to produce a word or phrase I thought I knew quite well. I knew how to memorize vocab and breeze through drills, but I wasn't used to coming up with the right word aloud, without any hints or images to guide me. I'll admit that I felt a little overwhelmed at first, but after a few sessions, I started feeling less stressed. It was getting easier to think quickly and respond, and even when it took me a second, I no longer panicked every time someone asked me to speak up. That's what Pimsleur is great at, building up your comfort level and confidence with interacting in Spanish. On the flip side, here's where Pimsleur isn't the best: grammar. The moderator never stops to explain why you say me llamo instead of just llamo. The idea is that you're just exposed to the actual phrases that people say, and ideally you absorb those patterns as you hear them in context over and over again. For a lot of learners, this works fine, but if you're someone who wants to understand the structure of what you're learning and not just repeat it correctly, you might get frustrated with the lack of direct grammar instruction. Now, if you have a busy schedule, it's worth thinking through your availability and which app actually fits your lifestyle. Babbel's lessons are shorter than Pimsleur's, which makes them easier to squeeze in. Then again, the Pimsleur app includes a driving mode that's totally hands-free. So if you have a long commute, lessons won't take up any extra time out of your day. And finally, Babbel wins the price comparison. With Pimsleur, you're paying $20 a month if you just want to learn Spanish. Babbel costs anywhere from $8 to $15 per month, depending on the length of access. If you'd like to give Pimsleur a try, they've got a free 7-day trial. I'll drop a link in the description for you. Here's my final verdict. If you're learning Spanish from scratch, or you want a structured course that covers grammar, vocabulary, reading, and speaking in quick 15-minute bursts, Babbel is my top pick. It's affordable and flexible, so it works with all kinds of learning styles. For intermediate learners or anyone who's mostly focused on speaking and listening skills, Pimsleur is the way to go. Otherwise, I'd say that Babbel is the more comprehensive program that I recommend for most learners. For a full feature and price breakdown, just Google Test Prep Insight Babbel versus Pimsleur. We give away a free language learning subscription every month. Drop a comment below to enter and tell me which one you're leaning toward. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.